Alright, imagine stepping into a room where expectation hangs heavy in the air, and from the very first moment, you sense a shift. That was the scene when Caleb Williams showed up alongside DJ Moore and Keaton Mitchell for Ben Johnson's introductory press conference. It might seem like a small gesture, used part of the obligatory rookie routine, but it spoke volumes. Here was a young quarterback, freshly drafted, already grasping the weight of what it means to lead this franchise. He wasn't merely present, he was invested from day one, demonstrating that he understood the responsibility tied to wearing that navy and orange uniform. In the weeks that followed, Williams made himself a constant presence around Dallas Hall. By being there, he granted Johnson, offensive coordinator Declan Doyle and quarterbacks coach J.T. Barrett countless opportunities to forge a genuine rapport. Those organic interactions laid the groundwork for some tough conversations once the off-season program kicked off in April. Coaches don't shy away from hard truths, they lean into them. And for Williams, two areas demanded attention, body language and pre-snap procedure. It's easy to underestimate the power of posture. Last season, when Caleb absorbed one of the many brutal hits, 68 sacks, to be exact, you called the spot moments where it took a bit longer to rise or tinted his expression with frustration. In a league where tone setting is non-negotiable, every glance and movement becomes magnified under the glare of social media. Coaches showed him clips, not to embarrass him, but to underscore the importance of resilience. A quarterback must absorb the punishment and bounce right back to inspire confidence in teammates. Similarly, the little details before the snap mattered more than ever. A false start here, a misread motion there, each pre-snap penalty wasn't just a miscue, it was a symptom of an offense that sputtered because fundamentals were neglected. When Williams turned his head the wrong way on opening plays or hesitated on shifting formations, it disrupted the entire rhythm. Cleaning up those small mistakes became a central focus, because in an offense guided by precision, the quarterback must orchestrate each movement seamlessly. Yet, to his credit, Caleb welcomed every critique. Rather than bristle, he soaked in the feedback and worked relentlessly to improve. Bringing in veteran Case Keenum was a masterstroke by the Bears' front office. Keenum, with his belt of experience, became an on-field mentor, helping Williams navigate the limits imposed by collective bargaining rules and offering sage advice long after the coaches had to step away. Reports from Otas already hint at Williams thriving in that setup, pushing himself on every throw, every drill, forging the habits that turn talent into consistency. Watching Caleb invest himself in those after-hours sessions, you can't help but buy into his trajectory. He arrived in Chicago with all the hallmarks of a franchise quarterback, a rocket arm, mobility to evade chaos, and a competitive fire that don't flicker under pressure. Last year brought adversity, but he never folded. He completed all 17 games, maintained poise in the press, and even when the tape revealed moments of fatigue, he remained steady. That kind of mental toughness, combined with a willingness to learn, points to a player whose ceiling might truly be sky. Off-season moves only reinforce that belief. The Bears didn't simply draft Williams and hope for the best. They hired what many consider the league's top offensive mind in Johnson, fortified the offensive line with veteran extensions and draft picks, and addressed skill position depths. Every decision signals commitment to building around their quarterback. You can almost hear the front office whispering, "We believe in you," with each signing and selection. So where does that leave us? If last season represented the lowest ebb, this spring could mark the turning point. The blend of coaching, veteran leadership, meticulous attention to detail and Williams' own drive creates a potent mix. Now comes the test, translating all that preparation into performance when the leaves turn on Soldier Field. Can Caleb harness this off-season momentum to command the huddle, dictate the pass and elevate those around him? It's still early, but the ingredients are in place for something special. The question is no longer whether it's bought in, it's how he can soar. Picking up where we left off, let's dive deeper into what this all means for Caleb Williams and the Bears as we edge closer to the regular season. After all, the off-season buzz only matters if it translates into real growth on the grass when games count. One of the most intriguing elements here is how Williams is navigating the fine line between superstar confidence and team-first humility. There is a sense that is unafraid to let his natural leadership shine, whether that's rallying teammates after a punishing sack in practice or staying late to run through extra reps with Case Keenum. But is equally comfortable deferring to his veteran counterparts when wisdom is required. That dynamic has already resonated throughout the quarterback room, creating an environment where questions are welcomed as much as answers. You can imagine the scene, Otas wrap up, bats are still weeks away, but the energy in the building feels electrified. Reporters filter in, scribbling notes about Williams hitting throws on the money, rallying the offense around precision drills, and flashing that infectious grin when a play clicks. Scouts on the sidelines nod approvingly as the offensive line moves in harmony, the backs hit their gaps with conviction, and the videos adjust routes on the fly. Nearly every coach report mentions one name first, Kyle Hamilton, the rookie guard drafted in the second round, who has seamlessly blended with the veterans, giving Williams that extra split second to survey defenses. When the young offensive line holds firm and the receiving corps executes crisp patterns, the quarterback's confidence skyrockets. And in turn, when Williams steps into his trap with authority, his teammates feed off that swagger. Meanwhile, whispers about the Case Keenum signing have gained traction among analytics circles. It's the kind of move that defies traditional metrics. Keenum's on-field snaps will be minimal, capped by CBA limits and the natural pecking order, but his true value emerges in intangible contributions. Imagine a film session where Keenum pauses the tape, pointing out how a blitz sets up before it even unfolds, breaking down leverage and alignment like a living textbook. Picture him tossing aside his notebook to fire off a text message to Williams at 2 a.m., reminding him to review a handful of root concepts ahead of the next day's backthrow. Those moments don't show up in box scores, but they add up in habits. And when the season arrives, habits become a muscle memory becomes instinct, and instinct becomes championship-level play. On the other side of the ball, the Bears' revamped defense has earned plenty of headlines, rookie edge rusher Malik Jefferson terrorizing blockers, safety Tavon Merritt patrolling the deep middle. And the return of cornerback Darnell Mooney adding stability to the secondary. But for Williams, the most critical focus remains the symbiosis between his pocket presence and the protection up front. Conversations with the coaching staff often circle back to concepts like micro-adjustments, where a half-inch shift in footwork or a subtle change in release point can mean the difference between a completed slant or a tip pass. In press conferences, Johnson has underscored that this offense won't settle for good enough, every snap demands perfection. That standard creates pressure, yes, but it's also what separates contenders from pretenders. Financially, the front office's commitment speaks volumes. Allocating cap space for Keenum, extending guards like Lucas Patrick and drafting versatile interior help signals a clear blueprint. Give Caleb Williams every tool, then hold him accountable to wield them effectively. Even the drafting of wide receiver Dante Cole in the 5th round, once criticized as a luxury pick, has proven prescience Cole's knack for creating separation and snagging contested throws has earned rave reviews in minicamp. When a quarterback trusts his 3rd and 4th option receivers to beat man coverage, defenses must cheat, opening windows for the top-tier playmakers. That domino effect has the offense humming like a well-oiled machine. Yet, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The NFL remains a realm of constant upheaval. Injuries lurk in every padded practice, veteran egos can clash, and a single false start in a primetime opener can deflate momentum. For Caleb, the challenge isn't just mastering Ben Johnson's intricate playbook, it's maintaining that off-season seal amid the grind of a 17-game campaign. Maintaining physically out after absorbing the hits Williams endured as a rookie will require a meticulous recovery regimen, nutrition, strength work, film study and the discipline to rest when his body demands it. In that sense, Case Keenum's presence doubles as a model for self-care and longevity, having carved out a decade-long career through diligent upkeep and cerebral play. What about the chemistry factor? In team drills, Williams already exchanges quick verbal cues with his offensive linemen, scouting blitz pickups and sliding protections with a clarity that belies his use. Watching in gesture audibles at the line, shifting assignments based on pre-snap reads, using an innate command. Even veteran teammates remark on how smoothly he integrates their feedback. Early reports suggest that during bulk throws, is quick to complement a well-executed block or shrug of a miscommunication with a light-hearted keep, leadership infused with levity. That balance is crucial, it ensures the locker room remains loose enough to bond but focused enough to refine. Off the field, Williams has embraced the Chicago community with the same intensity he brings to football. From charity events at local schools to guest appearances on community radio, is projecting the image of a franchise icon in the making. The cultural resonance of that role cannot be overstated. When a quarterback becomes the face of the franchise, his on-field exploits amplify the city's identity. In a town as storied as Chicago, where deep dish pizza tangles with bitter winds of Lake Michigan, having a confident, charismatic leader at center stage can ignite fan fervor. Ticket renewals tick upward, merchandise sales, especially those jerseys on sale for a crisp $100, soar among eager supporters. There is tangible excitement in the air, you can feel it in every corner of Soldier Field on game day. Looking ahead, the true barometer will be that first preseason game under the lights. Will Williams rise to the occasion? Will the offense operate with the fluidity of a seasoned unit, or will rookie nerves and the split-second misreads fracture a rhythm? The coaching staff believes the former. Confidence is contagious, they say, and when your quarterback believes he can hit any throw from any platform, that belief reverberates through the huddle. Imagine the collective roar when Williams drills a back shoulder fade in the corner of the end zone on a third and long challenge. Moments like that don't just win games, they define careers. Stay tuned as training camp approaches and the narrative continues to build. We'll be watching every team store detail, from the cleat lines to the depth chart whispers, to see if this hype can transform into historic success. Bear down. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors are swirling in the Windy City as reports emerge that star wide receiver DJ Moore inked a contract extension with the Chicago Bears, setting the stage for what could be a historic season at Soldier Field. Though official details of the deal remain undisclosed, sources close to the organization suggest that both parties are thrilled with the agreement, signaling the franchise's commitment to building around Moore as a key offensive weapon. The buzz around Dallas Hall is palpable, with insiders hinting that Moore is more motivated than ever. After a standout campaign last season that saw him quickly establish chemistry with quarterback Caleb Williams, whispers suggest that Moore is setting his sights on a record-breaking year. Some within league circles speculate that this could be the season where Moore not only eclipses his personal bests but also cements his status among the elite receivers in the NFL. While neither the team nor Moore's representatives have confirmed specifics, fans and analysts alike are already imagining the possibilities. Could Moore become the first Bears receiver to surpass the elusive 1,500-yard mark in a single season? Make the be in contention for the league's top receiving honors? Those close to Moore reportedly describe him as laser-focused and energized by the new contract, viewing it as both a reward and a challenge. Adding to the intrigue is the broader context of the Bears' ambitions. With a revamped offensive line, promising young talent at quarterback, and now, more locked in long-term There's a growing belief that Chicago could finally be poised to shake its reputation as a defensive-minded team and emerge as an offensive powerhouse. However, as with all NFL rumors, only time will tell if these murmurs turn into milestones. For now, the Bears faithful can only dream of bats to come as Moore prepares to step onto the field this fall. If the speculation proves true, Chicago may just witness one of the most memorable seasons in franchise history, with J. Moore leading the charge. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.